Hello, everybody. Welcome back to another UFT stream. How's everyone doing? I hope you guys are doing good. My name is Eline. I'll be one of your casters for today.
My name is Peggy. I will be co-casting the stream.
Love that. And today we got another quite exciting game. It's going to be round 4 of Intramurals for Valorant in our University of Toronto esports server here. And yeah, let's get straight into it. Let's introduce our first team first. First on the list, Zombs Nation's gonna come in first, and they're going to be playing Initiator with Lam Lam on Initiator there. We got the Sage for Pancreas, Vinny on the controller, Shishi Man on that flex roll, as well as Duelist being for Ethan Bradbury.
Next, we have We Want Mikey. We've got Phoenix with Crispy, and then it seems every other teammate here is playing a flex. So we've got 00000, Muga, Mikey, and Mai. Very excited to see what team comps they're going to be pulling.
Yeah, especially with that flex role there, of course, it's going to be interesting how they're going to adapt to those kind of different compositions depending on the map. And speaking about maps here, what map do we have today, Peggy? We got the one and only Icebox. Everyone hates it, no one loves it. That's for me for sure.
Not even in rotation, which I love. But it's always a fun map to watch, very fun map to play sometimes. But yeah, it's a map with a lot of diverse comps that we're gonna see here. So very excited to see what's gonna happen, especially with all the flex players. Icebox is a map where we see a lot of double initiator, double controller, so they have a lot of options right now.
Exactly. And especially with those nerfs and buffs coming in, usually you see on Icebox one of those staple controllers being Viper. However, ladies and gentlemen, with the Viper nerfs, is the Astra buff going to be quite enough for people to switch towards that new controller, or are we going to see potentially Harbor coming in, or what's going on? Definitely one to look out for. I'm personally one for that Astra play.
Yeah, I'd for sure love to see some orb smokes. Icebox is so notorious for needing wall smokes, right? That's why Viper's so relevant. But like, yeah, Harbor's definitely a big option. People run Viper and Harbor. We've seen it like in Champs, Leviathan runs stuff like that. So they have a lot of choices here. But orb smokes really isn't bad, especially since Viper is not that great now.
And especially, let's take a look at like also the, potential duelists that might come in, or sentinels. We see those really cringe trips coming in, especially on A and as well as on B, that A exact site. Once you have a cipher there, it's really, really easy to just hold that site. But at the same time, Killjoy has also been quite the viable sentinel for this particular map. You can molly for default, play post plant as well with some lineups if you're really, really cringe like that. But definitely looking forward to what kind of sentinels are going to be played on this map as well.
Yeah, that's definitely true. Killjoy, very big staple. Just the ability to hold mid versus Cypher, who's just going to be such a staple for holding down sites, and not to mention flank. It's going to be really interesting to see how things go. Though I will say, in these kind of games that we've been seeing recently, people aren't really notorious for sticking to the meta. So I'd also just love to see some swing picks as well. Who knows, maybe a Chamber, even a Sage.
Chamber, Sage, oh my god, especially those stage walls. We saw a lot of these crazy angles coming in, whether that's on TikTok or the ever so dreaded grim walls on those really random corners, especially on that B site. We have the B site there, and on top of the plants on the second level atop ropes, like wall there. That is the bane of my existence. Okay,
it's so
Becky.
bad.
It's so bad.
Agreed.
A good Sage, sometimes people count Sage out. It means like, oh, what's the point of playing Sage or whatever? But when you have a crazy unexpected angle with using that Sage wall for elevation, it can do a lot of damage. It can be really, really frustrating to play against, of course. So definitely looking forward to that. And speaking of compositions right now, we're going to be going straight into the game onto the Icebox and taking a look at what compositions both teams are going to be having. Definitely wanting to see that Killjoy for sure. As we take a look right now, yes, that Killjoy is definitely coming in clutch as the Sentinel.
Meta pick.
Yes, of course, and also Sova. And surprisingly speaking, both teams are gonna run the Viper for that controller despite the nerfs. I don't know how this is gonna go, Picky.
I mean, I think Viper is still highly viable on this map, seeing as her wall and orb can basically cover mid and both site choke points. It is pretty interesting though. I love seeing the Gecko here. I love seeing the double initiator comp. That's something that's not that expected. Killjoy, I guess we saw this coming. She has like what, a 70% pick rate, like on this map or something like that, the highest out of all agents. But it does look like these teams are going for very meta picks with the Jet, especially closing space, very necessary. Definitely like meta pick again. It's very interesting to see. They're both running flashes, but one's running Radar Blinds, one's running Gecko, so we'll see how this plays out.
And looking at that execute, you usually see like an A push, but it looks like they're actually pushing towards that B side, lean towards B with the wall as well. You know, that is definitely going to be a powerful, especially with a bunch of people stacked towards A side. Contrast being made right now, just gonna speed up that take as Crispy trying to get a pick onto Vinny, but Vinny gets out right in time for the wall to come up. But with the little gap in wall, no vulnerable damage can be taken as Crispy's gonna hold
Spike planted.
that angle close. Vinny playing for that retake with the rest of the team, slowly but surely holding. Crispy trying to find the pick, gets a pick onto Vinny. However, the trades are not coming in, but they do know that he's still there. Crispy gets a second. Shishi Man trying to punish that. Unfortunately, Ethan gets one as well. And 000, Mr. Zero himself trying to get a pick. And it's gonna end. The attackers are gonna finish it nice and clean on that post plant.
Yeah, that was really fascinating. They just kind of came out gun swinging, just a 5-man hit B. I mean, Viper did late lurk mid, but the response from the defenders very, very immediate. Immediate 5-man rotate, not a single person left on site. It does seem they pushed a little quickly, managed to get a few bad gunfights, walked into a lot of utility, especially with the Viper wall not coming quite down yet before they start their engagements. But it was a pretty close round. Very excited to see where this is going to go.
And with the second round here, you know, we're going to see a force up by the attackers there, and they're going to go again for that B push. Correct play again. As the rest of the A team, they're going for that full stack on A, just taking that risk just in case. But with no information towards that A side, they know, guys, it's a B take. We gotta go here. Gonna have to play for that full retake. Site's gonna be taken. Bomb's gonna go down right away. Mine's gonna plant that bomb. Shishi-Man already approaching towards the site, but waiting for the rest of the team to be in position as post plant is now online.
Does seem they're taking their time here now, waiting for the wall to go down. Their guns are not going to be great going into this fight.
Be early engagements. Players, you know, can take down that Molly's gonna pop up to buy a little bit more time, but with the Vandal in the hands of Crispy, he's gonna look right there. One Mikey gets the lovely 3-take airy there. Last person alive, and Crispy finishes up that with a nice clean round. 3 players still alive for attackers. Vandal still online.
Yeah, that was really well played by the attackers there, going for B. It's unfortunate the defenders did stack A, but they did not go there. They did wait for the wall this time, but it's so hard to retake when you have a Viper, right? You just don't have those smokes to take main. You don't have those smokes to block off yellow or anything. You're just kind of forced to dry swing that. They can just play bomb, and then, you know, so if it gets 3, what can you do?
And it's going to be a bonus for the attackers right now. They're looking to play that default site as the defenders now have that full buy available. If the defenders do lose this round, it's going to put their econ in quite the shambles. Looks like they're going to be defaulting towards that A site, making a little bit of noise towards B. Now that Killjoy is off of A site, it's going to be the correct play, especially with that alarm bot still alive on that B site. But now, slowly, surely inching towards that A site are the attackers with Ethan Bradbury and Land the Lamb holding default and just trying to drone out for a little bit of information.
Right here.
Doesn't quite look like the defenders are fully rotating yet. It looks like they are making their way over. Oh, they're all making their way over, and the push is coming out quite imminently. Jet is holding it though. She has 2 to fight. We'll see how that turns out as well.
The wingman's gonna go down. Bomb stuck on site with the rest of the attackers still towards the side. 1, 2. Shishi-Man cleans it up. Zero's gonna go down, and Lambda gets that trade onto Zero. 1 versus 4 already. Crispy on that late hit towards A. It's gonna be taken down by Ethan Bradbury, bringing it to 1-2.
Wow, very well played there from the defenders. They definitely utilized the best of their gun round, and I don't know about the Jet lurking up mid. A little unfortunate they didn't have that going in, but it wasn't too bad. It wasn't even like a terrible play, seeing that they had the guns down. But yeah, we saw the defenders are not rotating as much, definitely playing anchor sites a bit, so that's always nice to see. And it does look like these setups are coming out quite nicely.
I did think that potentially they saw the, the
Placing swarm
turret,
grenade.
or they saw that Killjoy was
Don't
potentially
overthink.
on that B side, hoping the turret would probably be either in kitchen or watching that B push out. Wasn't really expecting the turret to be towards that boiler side, which, just unfortunately Crispy got caught there. But now with that bonus being done, Ethan Bradbury is gonna go back, spot some little bit of information, knows he's gonna push towards A. Landolan's there for some backup with that drone. Crispy being tagged up by that drone. Mikey's gonna go inside, try to find a little bit of information before the sides out. Drone's gonna go down, gets spotted out a little bit by that tag. Shishiman's gonna get that kill over Crispy and gets another one onto Mike. Mikey on the same time gets that trade over.
One enemy remaining.
Zero's gonna get a kill onto Lambda and Pancreas. One on Mikey. 3v1 defenders up in numbers, and Zero's in an impossible position. But guess what? With Pancreas just finishes off the job, not allowing Mr. Zero to become 000.
Wow, very well played from the defenders there. That almost looks dicey, though. The three players being split up, almost offering ones to the Viper. Could have clutched it out, but unfortunately taken out at the end. Very well played, very good ideas for both teams here.
Now it's gonna look like more of a bogus coming out from that, the defender side. They do have an Outlaw available for Shishiman. I'm gonna probably peek mid for the information. Outlaw is that strong gun there, one shot in the body if you have light shield and you're dead. But let's see if that fight's gonna go in Shishiman's favor. But looks like they're actually gonna be heading towards that A side, playing contact there. Crispy with the gun. Unfortunately, doesn't connect, and Ethan does end up whipping two of those knives, but it's a-okay, all good. Oh, the late lure from Viper is shut down by Shishiman. That is a gun down for the attackers there. The defenders are still up in numbers, and attackers are struggling to get their ground here. As look at the amount of space being taken by the mid players there. My spots out one from backside, knows that Ethan is there with those knives available at the ready. Crispy knows one person's towards the screen side, but it's gonna play off the wall with that wall up. It's gonna hold them back and buy them even more time than they already had. The Dark's gonna spot out one. Landolan gets a pick off of that onto Crispy. Crispy is down. Gets the second one onto Muga. My with a clean shot onto Ethan Bradbury, but unfortunately 2v4. I don't know, Peggy. This is looking pretty raps.
Oh, it's crazy how it turned. It was a 4v2 on site, and almost immediately they just flipped out right over. It's unfortunate. Their guns are down. They tried to play together here, but now they're just getting picked off, and Shishiman closes out the round.
Yeah, that's just unfortunate. Defenders are gonna have to win that round in quite the dominant fashion as well. But don't you worry right there, they have the guns now. They still have Econ to fight this. However, if attackers do lose this, that Econ is gonna be pretty broke.
Absolutely. A very scary situation that would be. But it does look like, yeah, they're going for A hits, it seems, and the mid is very, very dicey. Both teams do want to contest it, so I'm loving the engagements that are going down there. A lot of gunfights.
And especially with all those ults as well, that's gonna help them a lot with taking the site, as well as with that post plan. Mikey's gonna put the dart out, does end up getting almost spotted out from the defender ult. Thrash is gonna come in to get some information. Mike gets one on backside. They know one is detained, and with wall up, it's gonna be a free pick for Crispy. Crispy on the site already. All the attackers are on site getting that bomb down, and the defenders are gonna have to play retake here.
Spike planted.
Looks like it.
Mike's gonna get a pick onto Pancreas. The Viper Spit's gonna come in to double hold that and keep this lockdown more, but Vinny's gonna get spotted out.
Wow.
But Vinny's gonna spot my out and get a pick there. 2v3. Viper Spit's still up, still really up, but do they know that Shishiman's behind? Now that Shishiman fired a little bit, it's a warning.
One enemy remaining.
It's gonna be fought out. Last person alive is gonna be Mr. Zero himself. By himself in his pit, gets one. They know where he is. In and out. 1v3 clutch situation. But Ethan is gonna shut that down right there, closing out with that lovely clean finish, bringing it to 4-2.
Beautifully well played around there, especially with all the ults the attackers had going into that. Just the idea from the defense to just play retake, even despite the Viper out picking off everyone one by one. Just really, really nicely done. Really well paced. The Viper staying alive is really good there, but unfortunately her teammates could not make a lot of use out of that ult.
It's just unfortunate, yeah. You know, especially in the first initial kill, I don't know, maybe Zero should have, you know, held a little bit longer and just waited for Vinny to pass. So
For sure.
you know, to like, you know, have the time down. Because the minute you kill someone, the rest of the teammates know that where you are. So it's gonna give away your position.
Get out of my
And
way.
taking so many engagements when they're not going to be on a great buy here, just a little unlucky.
Poison
Crispy
Oh,
with a
Crispy.
crispy shot. Oh my god, welcome to the Lace Factory. Crispy is your
Beautiful entry.
manufacturer. Gets the second one. Looking for a third. Dashes towards Snow. No one person is there. He's gonna get tagged up. Finishes off. Gets three, but Panic is gonna shut it down. 1v4. The defenders are in shambles right now. Zero's gonna get kicked out well from Pancreas. Pancreas is on
Three with the
fire.
oven.
Ethan Bradbury, as well as Pancreas on that retake, knows that there's one person towards me. He's like, might be
Last player
sheriff in a
standing.
dream, but it's just not enough to overtake Ethan Bradbury. Defender Killjoy, ultimate up, lockdown available. Pancreas just gonna go for that full defuse of Nuga, trying to get position,
Oh.
but Ethan is just holding that angle.
Just such an unfortunate round. It looked like Jet was going for some absolute heroics there, getting 3 on the entry, but the teammates were not quite scaling up, not quite there, managing to just get swung by one Killjoy with an Odin, taking out 3 players on the team. Just a little bit unfortunate.
Slightly unfortunate, but you know, that was a good round coming from the
Great
attackers.
save as well. Seeing they had no money, I think they did a lot of damage, and now their money is a little better. They have guns now,
A
so
little bit
not
better.
a terrible round, to be honest.
Not super bad, but not the best as well. You know, there's still chance for the comeback. Oh, the up 3 rounds are the defenders. Vinny's
For
gonna find out
sure.
some information right away. It's gonna be pushed back by the push coming from Crispy. Crispy's going to try to hold that angle, potentially entry. Crispy's doing an amazing job at it. He was there too.
Absolutely. And you know, attack on this map, it's a little bit hard, especially with all the setups that happen between Viper and Killjoy.
Versus Crispy there. The whips are coming in, but
Oh.
all good. It's not about how you start, it's about how you finish.
Attackers winning
gonna
gunfights.
get, yeah, Wingman's gonna get down that plant there. You know, with 4 or 5 attackers left alive, this is gonna be pretty good hold for the attacks there. Ethan's gonna try to find that impossible angle, try to isolate
Oh.
those fights. He can get one onto Crispy,
Insight.
bringing the number to 2 to 4. You know what? If you get 2, I get 2. It's gonna finish out Ethan. Isolates another
2v3?
fight out. The numbers are just dwindling, slowly popping that out. Try to bait out the attackers
Last
there.
player standing.
Ethan's gonna get shut
One
down by
enemy
Muga,
remaining.
but gets directly traded out. 1v1.
Oh.
Mike is gonna get that kill on Shishi Man.
Really close rounds there, really well played. Very good attempt at a retake. It's just, it's so hard when they have so many like things to throw at the bomb, and especially at you, and you just don't have any smokes to block them off. You're just forced to take raw gunfights, just swinging into them and hoping you win. And it got really, really close there. But
With
looks like
the
attackers are
3,
turning things around, playing bomb and
It is-
managing to convert some wins.
It's just so rough, you know. You got the Molly, you got Mosh there, you know, on that gecko. You also
Absolute
got swamp
everything.
grenades from Killjoy. You got Molly's coming in from
Darts, shocks.
so many. Like, it's the whole kitchen sink you're throwing at, and you know that might be like, in disfavor of the attackers. Once they get bomb on site, they just can't hold that, you know, post plant because everyone's playing offsite with Zero. But
Right.
at the same time, for the defenders when they try to retake that, it's just so hard because you have the entire kitchen sink available.
Exactly, absolutely. Now looks like they are leaning A right now. But a quick engagement mid to trade it for a trade.
Down, the Zero's gonna clear out that ever sneaky angle kill onto Shishi Man. As attacks gonna get that spike down again. You know, 4 attackers and 4 util heavy agents as well. They're gonna be playing
Poison's
back, but
blocking
Ethan's gonna know and gonna get a kill on top of that box there. Lambeland's there for help. Thrash coming out, but Thrash gonna go down instead. Not quite planning for them. The bomb's already at half. Pancake trying his best to defuse. Attacker's gonna win that round. So close. Almost got the defuse off, but just not quite.
They had a great idea there, having the Killjoy ult, pushing up A with ult, forcing defenders to give up all of that space, but the retake was really well executed, despite the Gecko ult, which got taken out really early. We didn't see much impact from it, to be honest, and then everyone just kind of died, fell apart, which is a little unfortunate, but
Need to drop.
they are doing some really interesting things with ults, which we always love to see.
A little bit of a spotty buy coming
Placing
in
swarm
from
grenade.
Crispy as well as Mr.
Placing
Chichi
swarm
Man.
grenade.
Crispy, never mind, actually buys the Vandal. All good. Sheriff's coming in for Chichi Man, so maybe playing a little bit more passive, a little bit more aggressive. Never mind, Ethan. Oh my God, why am I being lied
down
to? Ethan gets one, but Mikey will spot out Chichi Man and shut them down from that potential multi-frag. Landoland can play close. Zero's gonna get a kill onto even Batman there. They spot out. Landoland's gonna get a kill onto him. 3v2.
One
Wall is
enemy
still
remaining.
up. Crispy gets a kill onto Vinny, and Pancreas is left in this 1v3 situation. Two people are super low, but with
have an
the
Odin.
numbers not in his favor,
Spike planted.
Pancreas is gonna have to try some utmost best to finish this off. Oh,
Okay,
Pancreas
1v2.
what? 1v2 again. The two agents that are super crucial on that post
Incredible
with the
post-line characters. Yeah.
This is disgusting. I don't know. I don't like what I'm seeing.
Sova is low, and that wall is very spammable. Oh, okay.
Oh my
Same ult.
God. Got an ult as well.
What's the
Ooh,
spam?
the spray's almost come in. So close. Oh my God, just dodging. They're just playing a game of
Don't
dancing.
interrupt my work.
Pancreas gonna get the kill onto Muga. Spotted out half the bomb. And Mikey trying to get the kill onto Pancreas. So close by the defenders. But Mikey's gonna have to come out with that.
Only 40 HP left as well. That was looking dicey. KG isolating those ones, especially with the Odin just spamming the wall, killing the enemy Killjoy. But it's so hard when you're playing against Sobas and Killjoys and they just throw an ult at you, a molly at you, just absolutely everything. As you were talking about earlier, it's just such a difficult retake, especially for one player.
And especially with that last round, you know, the loss towards the defenders, they're so poor. Their econ is so low. They're gonna have to go for this full save, and with two ultimates available for the attackers, this is looking like a pretty wrapped round for the attackers here, with all that, you know, all those factors putting in their disadvantage there.
For sure, it does look like they're coming up to B. The rotate is very quick. They're walking into a site. I'm stacked with 5 players currently. Just going in for the push and does manage to get one. Very interesting and traded out.
Yeah, Crispy is in difficult on to Chichi, but gets immediately triggered out. Zero again with that attack sided Viper Pit, holding for that retake, holding the close angle as well. Mine's gonna get killed onto the Killjoy.
Right there.
4v3 with a lot of util available for them to use. You got the snake
All
bite,
3
you got the
post-line agents still alive.
Oh, Zero's gonna get killed there, but immediately gets traded out by Landoland. They know where they are. Landoland gets a second. 2 more players alive. 2v2.
One
They
enemy
double
remaining.
swing.
Last
Mikey's gonna
player
get killed.
standing.
Landoland 1v1 once more. But is there enough
Does not
time?
look like
I
there
think
is.
there's enough
Wait.
time. Yes, there is. Vinny, are you gonna get as he
Oh my
does?
God.
Defenders win another round with the Thrifty as well. Oh
Last round before
my
the switch.
God.
That is absolutely incredible. See, we have Viper, Killjoy, Sova, Gecko, all alive, all with the mollies, all with shots. It's all incredible. The best post-plant potential in the game, and just losing the fight, getting pushed, taking engagements that they just aren't winning, and it's just such an unfortunate thing to have. Such a good comp for post-plant, and it's just they're kind of just falling apart.
And I'm loving these kind of post-plant, even like the retake strategies coming in. Remember, guys, this is just an Intramurals game. Very low stakes, but I love the amount of dedication all these players have been put in. Especially, I know, Peggy, you yourself
down
are in
A.
a team as well, so I'm definitely loving that you have as well. Engage is coming in, Landoland's gonna get shot down from Crispy. Another person gonna peek out. However, Zero's gonna get that kill, Chichi instead. Ethan with the 3, almost on that ace, potentially wanting to go forward. Zero is one shot away from death as Muga is left with the mission to protect the president, but with the enemies encroaching on their territories,
enemy
and play
remaining.
hard. Zero gets killed onto Vinny. Pancreas trades out Zero,
enemy
and one
remaining.
person left. It's Muga against Mr. Ethan Bradbury. They're playing Ring Around the Rosie. Cat versus Mouse. They're just, the timing is just incredible as none of them know where each of them are. Muga and Ethan are just literally playing together. Oh, the shots are not clean enough, and Ethan turns it around. The Cat wins over the Mouse,
sides.
and that's going to be the half.
It's just been an absolutely incredible game with the Jets going just insane this game. Ethan Bradbury getting 4 of them, like as they're pushing his side, just picking them off one by one as they go in, and then getting the final one as well to close out the 4K. Absolutely beautiful. A little bit unfortunate from the attackers there. Just a bit unlucky. Cat and mouse game. What can you do?
It's just unlucky too, as you said, you know, especially with the shots there. What a close 1v1 we saw. If the shots just connect on the head a little bit more, it would have been an amazing clutch up.
Absolutely. And I think that the right idea there, 1 minute on the clock, absolutely right. Just look for your opponents. Just, it's a little bit unlucky you just bought it a little faster.
And Crispy is looking to take that aggressive angle. Dart's gonna go down. They don't know where he is. Or are they gonna clear out towards the side? Gets one, dashes out, but gets immediately traded out by Ethan Bradbury. Bradbury gets another one onto Mai, and Landon is even spotted out by that dart, and Zero just hiding behind the wall. But with the wall coming down closely, it might have to go for that shift towards B. But looks like they're re-aggressing.
You don't seem to want to. They want to take this fight. I mean, they are up 1 player, but every single person is here. And they are
gets
losing
one,
engagements.
Zero gets another one. Zero is holding it down. But the defenders just have so much might, so much space. And it's just Ethan just goes down as Zero takes that 3-piece into the next round.
I mean, yeah, Viper, you have Viper set up onto the site, walking straight into all of the setups there, and as well, you know that they're fully rotated onto the site, even with man advantage. It's just such a risky fight to try and attack a site that has the entire team standing on it. Just a little unfortunate. There's some really nice picks coming out, especially really early. I love seeing the aggression. I love it when they just run in, you know, the Jet going in, getting one, getting out, or attempting to get out. Really fun stuff.
Yeah, and with this buy coming in by the defenders here too, they win this round. They're able to even out the numbers to 7-7. You know, making sure this is a super close game. Ethan with that sheriff, and we know how deadly he is with those shots. We saw some clean shots coming earlier. Mikey's gonna get the dart out, trying to spot out a little bit information. Dart's gonna go down, so they know there's at least one person here, but not a lot of sound being made. Scratch that. Ethan's looking to come in as soon as possible. It's not up 2, and Chris is gonna get the kill on the Shishi man. However, just gets shut down by Ethan Bradbury. Full blind. Mai's gonna get 1. 2v3 guns are online for the attackers, shopping around as they have more in their arsenal to fight with.
Pretty decent picks, especially seeing they were really stacked towards A as far as defenders go, but now they're left in a very tough situation. Do they take A? Looks like they are. It's going to be a 2v2 here, but their health is not as good and their guns are not looking great. We can see some nice shots. Ethan Bradbury hitting one on the Sova. Absolutely beautiful with the sheriff.
Mr.
Incredible.
Bradbury, oh my god, just gets the kills, has a Spectre online. Sees one but gets shut down. Oh my god,
Valiant
defenders
attempt.
win that by the hair on their chinny chin chin. But with so many guns off, that was actually a pretty good round for the attackers.
That was great. A lot of picks came out. A lot of damage was done. The defenders lost a lot of guns that they could have just kept this round. Ethan Bradbury, 24 and 10 right now. Incredible shots, so making it work with just a sheriff.
And now it's gonna be that buy for the attackers as the defenders are forced to go for, you know, a bonus or a save. But again, 2 guns only available for those defenders, as Crispy is looking to play a little bit more aggressive here toward that main side. Gets a lovely shot. Unfortunately gets picked out by Ethan there. Mai spots them out, but Shishi Man immediately sees the opportunity and gets that kill. Spots out the Sovas, pushing off with that dart, and Shishi Man is going to be playing a little bit more aggressive towards that screen side. Gets one, looking for a third, knows where they are, gets the third and finish it off.
3K, really well done there, taking that save.
Beautiful. So actually so beautiful, honestly. Flawless.
Just really well played. I'm loving all the aggression there from the defenders, but especially with all the Jets just taking really early aggressive angles. It is a little bit unfortunate that they're getting traded out very consistently. Maybe they had a teammate to help them, maybe the Gecko there, but just unlucky that they kind of just get one and die. But again, really well done by Shishi Man, clearing out the rest of the teammates there.
I will say though, Crispy has been playing super aggressive, and I feel like the attackers, their team, they're kind of catching on a little bit here. So it might be time to play a little bit more passive this time. But it looks like they're also switching up. The attackers are going to go towards that bomb site where Mr. Zero is holding on for dear life towards yellow box. But with not a lot of people on site to help, it's gonna be a fight against the clock as well. Zero's gonna go down. That smoke's gone. Ethan's gonna get a kill onto Zero as the rest are scrambling to get back onto B side. However, look at the amount of space. That was quite the convincing fake towards B.
So it's very unfortunate there, Viper losing out, especially with the one-way up. Yeah, they were pretty smart. They're not pushing into the Viper orb exactly, and now just rotating. As soon as they know that so many players have rotated, they basically just got A for free since everyone's just kind of left, and now they're just going to play post plant. We'll see how this goes out for them.
Spotting out a lot of people towards that CT side, does end up spotting out one. Mai is playing towards that rafter side. Vinny will get spotted out by the turret.
Nice engagements.
Mai with the trade. They know one person.
Last player standing.
Mikey's gonna get shut down by Vinny, and the attackers are holding strong.
It's kind of interesting to see. I mean, these players, they just love to fight. We're not seeing a lot of people kind of winning for their team, not really going in. People just taking a lot of different individual fights all across the site, and it's just kind of whatever team wins those fights, right? But I think that's some good ideas, especially with the rotating. It's just a little unfortunate, but really nice picks, and the gunfights were pretty good.
Yeah, I am looking for a team 9-7. They haven't been too far apart in terms of score. It's always been kind of a push and pull. Crispy does have those, the Blade Storm available, but whether or not that Blade Storm is going to be used and find a lot of value is going to be really up for grabs here. Zombs Nation is going to push for that A side, but with 4 people holding that A, it's really going to be up to the drone. See if they spot out. So much util being taken, and Zero's going to get a kill onto Shishi, man. Pancreas holding towards the hand side. Ethan gets a kill onto Crispy as well. Numbers are evening out. Vinny not quite ready for the walk towards the screen. Doesn't quite connect the shots. However, Ethan does onto mine. And Landon is there for backup. Ethan with the third 3v1. Mugat's left alone with that sheriff. And it's looking pretty hard on that retake angle. It's really looking tough as attackers are just widening their gap slowly but surely, especially with Ethan with the shots. And Muga's just better, I guess. Like, oh my god.
That's crazy. And Vinny does clear it out. I mean, yeah, you were talking about the retake being very difficult here, but I'm seeing not a lot of retake in general. It's kind of left to 1 or 2 players to kind of fight it out. People seem to be really wanting to rotate here on the defense in order to fight down sites, which is, with Killjoy on your team, you don't even have to hold down mid, right? You can absolutely just stack a site and retake the other, but they seem to just kind of be fighting for site consistently and not winning those fights consistently, leaving 1 or 2, just basically their B rotator to just play a solo retake. It's a little bit difficult there. Maybe they could just back off a little bit. They're being very aggressive, as you pointed out.
Be a little bit peer pressure, a little bit of conditioning, a little bit too. Crispy again playing such an aggressive angle. Does go out, does see a lot of information there. Chichiman's and Andrew with that blind out, trying to find one. Crispy again with such an aggressive push, but just doesn't play out due to the dart. Chichiman's gonna get that pick there. Decay's coming up. Mr. Zero trying to hold them down as much as possible, but Chichiman is in position, but just gets caught out.
We're now looking at the 4v3, yeah, retake, incredible. Okay, so they're playing as a team. We do have wall here. It's gonna be very hard. They have a lot of post-plant utility. The thing with Icebox, people really just don't take a lot of engagements. They just love like playing post-plant comps, right?
Zomb Nation just playing so patient. Again, Zero just doesn't end up getting the kill there, and it's just the attackers they're just baiting out the engages. They're really just doing such a good job isolating those fights and getting those picks.
I love that they just kind of put up the wall. They cut noise, they put up the wall, and they all walked up silently, and when it went down, the defenders just saw like 3 guys just staring at them and just immediately got mowed down. That's kind of the power of the Viper smoke, right? You just kind of have that entire screen just letting you take so much space basically for free.
seems like that nerf was didn't really do much to push people off Viper on this map in particular. I was but you know, it's about how you play off of these nerfs, right? And you can't really move that orb anymore, so a lot of people use that orb for that retake. Again, Crispy's playing another aggressive angle. I really think they're gonna end up clearing him out. Look at that, they know
Absolutely
where he is.
expected it.
It's just so obvious, and now that it's obvious, they know that he's close. They know that he's super low. As Shishiman just waiting for that wall, waiting for it to come down, and just gonna blind out and go for that full towards A side. But Zero ends up getting the trade onto Shishiman, but holding for the backside. And Thrash is gonna come out to try to clear them out, but doesn't quite do a lot as intended, as the attackers are just taking over and just completely have that control. Ethan knows where they are. It's gonna get the kill onto Mai, as Muga again is on the retake with the Sheriff.
Once again, it looks like they'll get an instant rotate. All of them on side except for Killjoy, who did anchor B, and now Killjoy left in this 1v3 to try and clutch out the room.
Yeah,
not gonna be able to do it.
It's just so hard. Yeah, it's just literally what you said. It's so hard to do so. When you have a 1v4 situation, 1v3, you're on that retake. You have a Sheriff. Like, at that point, I'm looking myself in the mirror. It's like, where did everything go wrong?
Exactly. When you're on defense and you're playing a team that's so aggressive, a team that does have these flashes and the wall to cut you off, and you're just playing sight, you're getting basically just run down. You have nowhere to go. It's just at this point, maybe just do we want to just play off site, play retake, allow them to have it, and just play with your team. It's just unfortunate they're getting split up and kind of ran down on the sites when they try and play on them.
If I'm being honest, I'm really wanting to hold the site and not play super aggressive.
Look at Crispy.
Yeah, like this. That's where they're kind of messing up. Oh,
Insta flick.
It's like the younger brother you tell to stop. Just stop, you know what I mean? But like, it's okay, you know, if you're not on that side,
at the time, why not?
Information. Look at this, the amount of information they're being given right now. Shishiman can give a kill, also Zero knows where the other person is. Emphasis is online.
One
Vinny
enemy
is gonna
remaining.
try to range the green. Vinny gets the
Oh,
kill
wow.
onto Crispy. Mine left him again. The
War
warp
for the
situation.
game. Unfortunate.
Attackers
This
win.
is like the match point, and Zombs Nation is just gonna get that absolute dominant half and
Such
game.
a fast attack, huh?
It's so hard. It's just so hard.
You just bum rush A. What can you really do? Sentinel's not on that site either. Forced to keep playing retake. Just wow, very well done from the attackers there.
I mean, like, again, we've seen Zombs Nation like play other opponents before as well. They did an amazing job, and again, Ethan Bradbury being one of those star players coming out, 35 and 14, just putting the team on his back though. Like that, it's just
Shishiman as well.
crazy.
6 first bloods on the radar. You know he was running in there, flashing for his duel, flashing for his team every time, cleaning up those rounds. Really, just great entries.
Yeah, and you know, speaking of that, you know, Zombs Nation does have to win this match. It is the best of one, so they're gonna be moving on potentially and hopefully making the playoffs off of this Swiss format for our intramurals. But in the meantime, we're gonna go on a quick little break for everybody. We will be right back for a little quick interview. Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the UTES channel on Twitch. And again, that was the Intramurals against Zombs Nation versus Prime Sub to wewantmikey. Quite the long name, but all good. I got a special guest here. We got Mr. Debo himself, Ethan Bradbury, aka. And yeah, first question first. How do you feel after that quite decisive victory? 13-7. Quite the impressive scoreboard.
I feel good. The team feels good. You know, it was a good game, quick game. You know, we're all busy, so it's good to get out quick.
Mm-hmm. Wonderful. All good. And yeah, what about you, Peggy? You got some questions? I know you got a couple questions for Mr. Debo himself. What you got?
I absolutely do. So as we saw from him, a lot of great picks early into the rounds, especially on attack, taking very nice early engagement. So I'm wondering, what was the plan really going into that? And do you really feel like it was executed as planned? We saw maybe a lot of early kills, but not a lot of wins off of those. So what really happened?
To be honest, like we didn't really have a plan. We kind of just played like ranked, you know, like just give me a dart, give me a drone, just pop up wall. I mean, I just felt like I was better than everybody in the lobby.
Oh my
Like,
god.
it was just like it was like a jet diff. Like I checked my stats, 10-1 against their entry jet. Kind of light work. Yeah.
Oh my god. Again,
So
guys, here at UTS, we do not endorse toxicity. However, a little friendly competition doesn't hurt anybody. You know, that's all good. And you know, as well as we saw also like the composition you guys went, right? You know, the classic, you know, with the got the Sova, you also got like it was almost kind of mirror matchup, right? Did you guys plan those ahead of time? It was just more like, oh, what you comfortable playing? Oh, I'm playing this? Yeah, sure, I'll play this. Oh, you want to play this? Yeah, sure, I'll play that.
we planned it. I guess the icebox comp is just it's like meta, but like instead of the Reyna, you can go Gecko. But then we thought like this is not VCT. Like no one's that good, so like just might as well run the Reyna, get our teammates involved, and hopefully they pop off too.
Mm-hmm. And love that. And I guess last question I have, you know, we did hear a little bit of BM later on, or you know, earlier on this interview, but do you have anything else, any messages to say for the future teams that are going to be playing against you guys potentially in playoffs or in the future rounds in our intramurals?
Hopefully they FF against us so we can get 13-0.
Oh, you hear that,
Wow.
guys? Ooh, any team in general, or that you're kind of looking out for, or any team
Yep.
that you're like,
The
ooh, kind of, you know, kind of a rivalry going on.
the team we played the first time, like it was like Mango's team. He dropped 42 on us. Like I want our lick back, bro. He's not doing that again.
Okay.
Oh,
You hear that, Mango? That is the direct challenge coming from
Scary.
Mr. Bradbury himself. And you know what's more important than that, guys? Obviously, your money is going to be more important than that, your financial situation. And to help you focus what's so important, BMO has checking and savings account, credit cards, and borrowing options specifically designed for students. Plus, you can get up to 12 months of Domino's Pizza, which is worth $190, you know, free food, with BMO's current student offers. Make sure to visit bmo.com/student for details. And also don't forget to check out their gaming channel, BMO Next Level. It's twitch.tv/BMO_NXTLVL. They're live every Thursday at 7 p.m. Eastern, and it's run by the lovely Sean Frame, who's BMO's gaming relations specialist. And Sean brings a lovely commitment to helping viewers achieve their financial goals and has passion for gaming as an active member of the gaming community. And thank you again, everyone, for coming in and joining us in the stream. And we're really looking forward to do some more intramural streams in the future. Make sure to follow our socials and let us know if you guys want any particular game potentially. And yeah, we will see you guys next time. Thank you so much again.